Hey everybody, not trying to look down my nose at you, it's just that I'm going blind in me old age, and so I've got some readers on here so I can see things up close a little better. I can still see far away just fine, it's just that up close, and so it takes a little bit of adjusting to, on the bridge of your nose to get just the right, right view and right clarity and everything. So anyway, I hope you all don't mind, but I am eating breakfast at 1 in the afternoon. A steak. Is this something people do, is eat in front of the camera? Eat in front of each other? Well, yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but this is a piece of top round that I did in a cast iron pan. I just put olive oil, I coat the meat with olive oil, and then salt and pepper it, season it. Of course, this is after it's up to room temperature. And then I put it in the pan. And olive oil helps make it slide around the pan. It gives it a nice sear. And it just so happens from earlier from Christmas, I cooked a duck. And so in a mason jar I've got about that much duck fat. Like the pure duck fat. Oh man, it's heavenly. I can't describe to you how good it is. If you've ever had duck before, and if you've ever cooked with the fat, it's like, it's better than lard. It's better than real lard. It's just so amazing. So, as it's done, I flip it over, right? Put it in the pan, let it sear on one side, and then I flip it over and I add, about a half a teaspoonful of duck fat. Just run it around the pan and then run it over the top of the steak. Let it finish cooking, pull it out, let it rest. That's the key. Gotta let it rest. Because the meat is still cooking when you put it on the plate to let it rest. So anyhow, I'm sure, those of you who appreciate meat know what I'm talking about, right? Sure you do. And that's why I find it funny that PETA recently, no, not people eating tasty animals, but the animal activist group, just got all bent out of shape with the mascots for 2 football teams that met each other. This little dog, I think it was a pit bull, not sure. And I can't remember their names. They had some real weird names, but if you're a sports fan, you know what I'm talking about. Me, I'm not a big sports fan. I just got a big hee-haw out of the fact that PETA got all upset when they put a little red sweater on the dog, and the longhorn, that's right, for the longhorns, the longhorn steer sees this red sweater and charges through the fence at the dog. Oh, it was a great scene. But PETA got all bent out of shape about people using live mascots for these teams. And I just wanted to make a comment on that because I think it's ridiculous, frankly, that PETA would even have an opinion on this when they froth at the mouth because people eat meat and, they consider it animal murder, and yet they're almost 100% on board pro-choice, right? They're just fine with abortion, but how dare you eat a piece of steak? Which, pardon my foul language, but this is goddamn delicious. So, I guess this video is turning into being about the hypocrisy of the left. Wasn't what I started out to do. It's just I wanted to eat a steak on camera. That was basically it. And enjoy my coffee. And, describe the cooking. I should clean up my kitchen and get a camera set up in there and actually do some cooking and make a cooking video. I've done that a couple of times. If you check out my channel, you can see a few cooking videos here and there. Some of which involve my brother. Now, he's a fantastic gentleman. And right now he's rocking a little mustache and goatee that he calls the Conquistador. It's freaking hilarious. Anyhow, yeah, this is a really good steak. And for any of you vegans or vegetarians, I'm telling you, you're missing out. Not only is it good, to eat and consume meat, because unlike what the left wants to purport as science and claim that we're all only herbivores and vegetarians by design, this is not in fact true. Human beings have cuspids for tearing meat. We are omnivores, not simply herbivores or carnivores. We eat both. We need both. So, if you want to be healthy, and which I'm sure you do, then make sure to check out all the supposedly scientifically based health fads that the left tends to promote. And ask yourself how healthy they look. Right? You take your soy boy hipster, neck beards. Now, I know I'm growing some beard on my neck too. I need a shave. Huh. But you know what I'm talking about. The tatted up with the sleeves up each arm and wearing plaid like they're going to work on a farm, but they don't live on a farm. They live in the city or the suburb. And wearing a beanie in the middle of summer, for Christ's sake. I don't know, what is that shit? So, yeah, I mean, they call them soy boys for a reason. And getting a bunch of tats on you doesn't make you tough. Makes you look stupid, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. And this is not to knock my friends who are tatted up. Okay, you do what you want to do. But, yeah, pay attention to these so-called scientific health fads, scientifically based health fads. A lot of them are just bullshit. Eat meat, people. Men, steak and eggs. That's what for breakfast. That's what's for breakfast. Sorry. I don't know if you are into the Simpsons or not. Can't remember if it was the Simpsons or the Family Guy. It might have been the Family Guy. I can't quite remember. But one of those characters ends up going to a gym, and there's a couple of twins that are bodybuilders, and they're from Sweden. They're Swedish bodybuilders, and they get into this little song, steak and eggs and steak. That's what we eat for breakfast. Well, here I am. God, it's so good. It's so good. That's another thing. If you're a vegan or a vegetarian or a pescatarian or a macrobiotic dietitian or dieter, you're missing out. You do your good part for the planet and don't eat meat. Just leaves more for me. Which, by the way, I am grateful that we still have under President Trump, because one of the things that President Trump did that was a good thing for the country is get the oil prices to go down. Some people were saying they were going to go up to $120 a barrel, and it wasn't too long ago, in case you remember, going to the pump where it was up to $4 a gallon, at least here in California. And at that time, the price per barrel was like 85 bucks. Imagine if it had gone up to 120 bucks. You'd be sitting there at the pump looking at $7, $8 a gallon. You wouldn't be able to afford to buy a piece of top round steak like this. It would cost you 30, 40 bucks. Thank you, President Trump. I love my steak, and you made it possible for me, working on minimum wage, trying to survive in California, to still be able to have some. God bless you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everybody. Peace out.